Hello friends, today I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous galaxy macarons. They're seriously some of the prettiest macarons I've ever made. They're also super fun to make, so come with me and I'm going to show you step by step. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every week. Start by sifting the powdered sugar and almond flour together and set it aside. When you make macarons, it's very important to leave all the ingredients measured out and set aside before you start making the macarons. Then let's place a bowl over a pan with barely simmering water. Add sugar, and I'm also using egg white powder, which is completely optional, but I really like the way it makes my meringue so stable and it makes my shells full and beautiful. So if you can find it, I recommend experimenting with it. Then add the egg whites and whisk the mixture over the double boiler until the sugar is completely melted. It should take 1 or 2 minutes. You can test by touching the mixture between your fingers, and if you don't feel any sugar granules, you can remove it from the heat. Then pour the syrup in the bowl of a mixer and begin by whisking on low. Gradually increase the speed to medium and then to medium-high. I like to finish whipping on medium-high until stiff peaks are formed. The peaks should be shooting straight up, they should not be bending down to the side. Here I'm transferring the meringue to this bowl so I can show you the macaronage process a little bit better. Add the sifted powdered sugar and almond flour to the stiff meringue. Then start folding with a spatula and fold just until you see no more dry ingredients in the meringue. As soon as you don't see any more dry ingredients in the meringue, stop stirring. And here we're going to divide the batter between 3 different bowls. We're going to work with one bowl at a time, leaving the other ones covered meanwhile so they don't dry out. The first batter, we're going to make it black. So add black gel food coloring, I'm using a meringue color, and stir until the perfect consistency is achieved. The batter should be flowing slowly and effortlessly off the spatula, and you should be able to pick up some batter with the spatula and draw several figure eights with the batter that's flowing off the spatula without having it break up. And then even after it breaks up, it should still continue to flow off the spatula slowly. So now we're going to grab a piping bag and we're going to put it in this cup, and I'm going to transfer the batter to this piping bag. Also, let's secure the top with a tie so that the batter doesn't escape while we're piping, and also so the batter doesn't dry out while we work with the other batters. And let's set this aside for later. Now let's work with the second batter. Now we're going to make the second batter purple. Add the gel food coloring and stir until the perfect consistency is achieved. I'm also using a meringue color. And the consistency is going to be just like I told you before with the black batter. It should be flowing slowly and effortlessly off the spatula, and you should be able to draw several figure eights with the batter that's flowing off the spatula without having it break up. We're going to do the same thing we did before and transfer the purple batter to another piping bag, also without the end cut, and we're going to secure the top with a tie. Now let's work with the final batter, the blue batter. Let's add blue food coloring and fold until the perfect consistency is achieved. Once that happens, let's transfer it to a piping bag and secure the top with a tie. So here we have our 3 batters. Now let's grab a large piping bag and fit it with a round tip. I'm using a 1/2 inch diameter piping tip. And let's place the piping bag in a cup so this way it's going to be held open. Using scissors, we're going to snip the ends of each piping bag that contains the colorful batters. And now we're going to place the 3 bags inside the large piping bag. Also, try to position the batter so they're at the same level, so all the colors are going to come out at the same time. Position the piping bag 90 degrees over the center of each circle template, and start applying gentle pressure to release the batter, and then pull it up and twist it at the top. Once you've piped the batter, you can bang the trays against the counter to release any air bubbles, or you can also tap the bottom of the trays with your hands. And use a toothpick to pop any remaining air bubbles from the surface of the shells. There's also a really fun way you can pipe this batter, since it has the 3 different colors. You can start to apply gentle pressure to release the batter while making circle motions. This motion is going to make a very cute swirl of the 3 colors. Also, before baking, I used a brush to scoop some silver luster dust and sprinkled it on top of the macaron shells to give the galaxy effect. Let the shells sit so they will dry. I usually leave mine for 20 to 40 minutes. I had to leave this batch a little bit longer because of the black food coloring. Since I added a lot of food coloring, the batter was quite wet, so I left for almost an hour this time. You'll know the macarons are ready to be baked when you can gently touch the surface of a macaron and it doesn't stick to your finger. Bake the macarons on the preheated 325 Fahrenheit oven. Bake for 5 minutes and rotate the tray. Some bakers don't have to do that, it really depends on your oven. If I don't do this, my macarons are going to come out lopsided. I bake each tray for about 15 to 20 minutes. To know if the macarons are baked, try to move a macaron, and it shouldn't feel jiggly. If it feels jiggly, you need to keep baking. Otherwise, you can remove it from the oven. Then let the macarons cool down completely before proceeding with the filling. For the filling, we're going to make a simple vanilla American buttercream. Cream the butter at medium speed with an electric mixer for about 1 minute. Add the powdered sugar and beat the sugar and butter together until creamy. If the buttercream's too dry, you can add some milk or some water. Add only a little bit at a time until you find the perfect consistency. Add the vanilla and mix to combine. Now you can leave this frosting as it is, or you can make it different colors. I'm going to make it into 3 different colors, also purple, black, and blue. Divide the frosting between 3 different bowls, and we're going to do the same thing we did with the batter. To the first bowl, we're going to add purple food coloring. Mix until incorporated. The second one we're going to do blue, and the last one we're going to do black. Then lay out a piece of plastic wrap on the counter and spread each color frosting next to each other. Roll the plastic wrap into a log. Then line a large piping bag with a tip of your choice. I'm using a 6B. And insert the frosting log inside of the piping bag. After you do that, simply pipe the frosting on the bottom macaron shells. And then top with another shell and we're done. I hope you enjoyed this video. For the full instructions and for the full recipe, you can go to my blog, paisandtacos.com. I'm gonna have a link down below in the description box. I hope you love these macarons as much as I do. To me, they are so beautiful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!